Children! Dolores?
She's not here.
Where is she?
Yes?
Where?
She took the children to a friend's house to spend the night.
Where are you?
In my room.
Did your aunt say when we're having dinner?
We've had dinner. We ate with the children.
What'd you have?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Where's my supper?
What?
Where's my supper?
Robert, did you forget our conversation at breakfast?
What conversation?
I told you I was not going to fix supper tonight.
I don't remember that.
I told you to eat uptown tonight.
I don't remember a single word of that.
You were looking right at me when I told you. I said I was making the children peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at 5:30, and then at 6:30 after their baths, I was taking them over to Hannah's to spend the night, so that they would not be running in and out of here while Sarah Nancy was entertaining the date.
Does Sarah Nancy have another date?
Yes, thank God. I told you that too this morning.
If you did, I don't remember.
Of course not. You never listen to a word I say. Oh, I lived through this. I'll live through anything. Don't you remember my telling you I had finally found a date I've been trying desperately for 3 days?
Nope.
Well, I did, and I hope this one turns out better than the last time. I finally talked to Sister 2 days ago. She was so distressed. You know, suppose she said she takes it into her head to insult this date too. Well, Sister, I said I refuse to get discouraged. I do not put on the beauty pages of the University of Texas A&M yearbook on my looks alone. It was on my personality, and that can be acquired. Don't you agree?
I guess.
Why, I wasn't born a conversationalist. I only remember being just as shy as the next girl, but I gritted my teeth and forced myself to converse. And so can Sarah Nancy.
I guess. Who did you get her a date with?
Felix.
Felix who?
Felix Robinson.
Is that the best you could do? My God.
My gosh, yourself. You know perfectly well I've been trying to call all over town all week, and not a one wanted to come over here until I called Felix Robertson. I finally called Sister 2 days ago. I was so depressed and had a frank talk with her. She said it's nothing new. Every time a boy comes around, Sarah Nancy either won't talk or is very sarcastic. She asked me to have a frank talk with her before Felix arrives tonight and try to help her improve her disposition. But it's not easy to do, you know. I almost have a sick headache.
What about supper?
What about your supper? What about it?
I'm tired and hungry and don't want to go back out. Is there anything to eat in the kitchen?
My God, Robert, I feel this is a crisis in my niece's life, and I really haven't had time to think about what's in the kitchen. And don't start pouting, Robert.
I'm not pouting.
Yes, you are. I know you very well.
Well, my God. How long is this going to go on? Ever since your niece has been here, that's all you've worried about.
I've tried to explain to you. Oh, look at this room! I spent all afternoon cleaning it.
I'll do that.
Just take it all out. I need to be alone now with Sarah Nancy. Sarah Nancy! lots of style. That's what I always look for first in my clothes. Style. Now, precious lamb, let me tell you about the young man who's come to call on you tonight. I don't know if you remember him or not, but he says he met you at Louise Davis's swim parties. You were the only one who didn't want to swim. He's Felix Robinson. Do you remember him?
I remember him.
Well, that's nice. He felt sure you would. Why do you remember him?
Because he kept slapping me on the back and asking me how I was.
Well, he's a very sensitive boy. And he is, as I'm sure you could tell, from a lovely family. Now, difficult as it is for me to do, I feel I must go over a few things with you before your day arrives. I think, my dear, you need to learn to be a little more gracious to the young men who come to call on you. Now, I'm extremely puzzled why my phone hasn't been rung off the wall since you've been my guest here. But I think last night I was given a clue. Sam and Ned, those two boys that came to call last week, told their mother you were extremely hard to converse with. Boys, you know, need someone happy to talk to. Now, don't roll your eyes, darling. You know I have your best interest at heart. I want you to be just as popular as any girl here. But to do that, you have to learn to converse.
I don't know what to talk about.
I know. I talked to your mother this afternoon, and she said that always seemed to be your trouble. When boys come around, you can't think of things to say. So, I sat down and made a list of topics. I could go over it, memorize it, and then you would always be sure to make the conversation.
Excuse me.
Yes?
How much longer are you going to be?
Why?
Because I'm hungry, that's why.
Did you look in the icebox?
I looked in the icebox.
Well?
The ice is all melted.
Well, maybe you had better ride over to the ice house and get a block of ice.
I will after I've eaten.
Right. Just be patient. I won't be long, Sarah Nancy.
Honey, I'm starved.
I know you are. You've told us that 1,000 times. And honestly, I'm not deaf. But I have to be alone with Sarah Nancy for a few minutes to discuss some things. Now, please excuse us. Now, where were we? Oh yes, I was going over my list of topics. 1. Who's going to win the football game next Friday? 2. Do you think we've had enough rain for the cotton yet? 3. I heard you were a football player in high school. What position did you play? Do you miss football? 4. I hear you were an insurance salesman. What kind of insurance do you sell? 5. What is the best car in the market today, do you think? 6. What church do you belong to? 7. Do you enjoy dancing? 8. Do you enjoy bridge? Now, that will do for a start. Let's practice. I'll be Felix. Hello, Sarah Nancy. Now, what do you say, Sarah Nancy?
About what?
About what? About what you say when someone says hello to you. We'll start again. Hello, Sarah Nancy.
Hello?
Sweetheart, don't just say hello. And above all else, don't scowl and say hello. Smile. Hello, how very nice to meet you. Let me feel your warmth. You'll remember that, won't you, honey? Of course you will. Now, begin with your first question. I'm waiting, honey.
I forget.
Well, that's all right. I'll go through this carefully and slowly again. 1. Who's going to play the football game next Friday? 2. Do you think we've had enough rain for the cotton yet? Miss Football. 4. I am an insurance salesman. What kind of insurance do you sell? 5. What is the best car in the market today, do you think? 6. What church do you attend? 7. Do you enjoy dancing? 8. Do you enjoy bridge? Now, we won't be rigid about the questions, of course. You can ask the last question first if you want to.
What was the last question again?
Do you enjoy bridge?
I hate bridge.
Well, then, sweetness, just substitute another question. Say, do you enjoy dancing?
I hate dancing.
Oh, now, sweetness, you couldn't possibly hate dancing. It's in your blood. Your mother and daddy are both beautiful dancers. You just need practice, that's all.
Now, how about you get me a date with Archleon? I think he's the cute one.
He's going steady, honey. I explained that.
With who?
Alberta Jackson.
Is she cute?
Oh, I think she's right cute. A little common looking and acting for my taste.
He sure is cute.
Well, Felix Robinson is a lovely boy.
I think he's about as cute as a warthog.
Sarah Nancy.
Now, that's the question I'd like to ask. How's the hog pen warthog?
Precious, precious.
Guys, they're all stupid.
Oh, honey.
Boys.
Sarah Nancy.
Dumb and stupid.
Sarah Nancy, where are you going?
I'm going to bed.
Oh, no, you're not. You're just trying to tease me.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, Sarah Nancy, you can't go to bed. You have a young man to call on you. You have to be gracious.
I don't feel like being gracious. I'm going to bed.
Sarah Nancy, do you want to put me in my grave? The son of one of your mother's dearest friends is coming to call on you any minute. I beg you, I implore you.
All right. Ask me a question.
No, dear. You ask me some questions.
What church do you attend?
Oh, well, that's lovely. That is a lovely question to begin with. And I'll answer as Felix will. Methodist.
That's a dumb church.
Sarah Nancy!
Dumb church. We used to be Methodist before we left the Episcopal. They don't rant and rave in the Episcopal church.
And they don't rant and rave in the Methodist church either, honey. Not here, not in Harrison.
Last time I was here, they did.
Well, things have changed. Besides, you're not supposed to comment on answers. You're just supposed to sit back, smile, and act as if you find it all very fascinating.
Why?
Because that's how you entertain young men, graciously. You make them think you are interested in whatever they have to say.
Suppose I'm not.
It doesn't matter whether you are or not. You make them think you are.
Dolores,
Yes?
the children are on the phone.
What do they want?
They want to talk to you.
Ask them what they want, dear. Tell them I can't talk now.
Why do you two make the beauty pages at 2 colleges?
Personality. I always knew how to keep a conversation going.
Dolores,
Yes?
they say they won't tell me, they'll only tell you.
All right.
Did you go to college long, Dolores?
Yes. We met the year she graduated.
She was beautiful.
I guess she was.
They forgot their teddy bears. I said you'd bring them over.
What do they want with teddy bears?
They still sleep with them. You know that.
They're 9 and 10 years old. And I'm not driving around with 2 teddy bears in the back of my car.
Why are you being so difficult?
I'm not being difficult. I've had a hard day.
Well, I haven't exactly had a ball today myself, mister. Now, I find you something to eat. Will you take
All right. I'll be the laughing stock of the town, but I'll do it.
How do you get on a beauty page?
Well, you have to be pretty to start with. Then some groups make some recommendations to some other people, and they have judges. And I really don't know. You'll have to ask her.
How did you meet Aunt Dolores?
I met at a dance. Yes. It was at a dance. I asked her for a date, and 6 weeks later I popped the question.
What does that mean?
You know, I asked her to marry me. What are you making that face to?
Sure hope nobody ever pops the question to me.
Someone will, someday or other.
Who?
Some boy or other.
I don't know any boys.
Sure you know some boys.
Not any I want to pop the question to me.
I opened a can of chilies and a can of tamales, sliced some tomatoes for you. Will that do you?
Thanks.
What on earth were you talking about, honey? Oh, there he is. Quickly. Let me see how you look. Oh, pretty. Sarah Nancy! Come in, Felix. My, how handsome you look. I believe you two have met.
Yes.
What church do you attend?
What?
What church do you attend?
Methodist.
Sarah Nancy is an Episcopalian. She's very devout. Felix is very devout too, you know.
Who's going to win the football game on Friday?
Oh, we are.
Why?
Because we are the best team.
Who says?
Everybody knows that. Do you like football?
No.
Do you like...
I hate sports. I like to read. Do you like to read?
No.
Well, you know what they say. Opposites attract. Well, I'll stay and visit just a few minutes longer. Then I'll leave you two young people alone. How's your dear mother, Felix?
Okay.
You know, your mother and Sarah Nancy's mother and I were all girls together. My, the times we used to have. Did your mother tell you that?
Do you have a radio?
Yes, over there.
Do you want to dance?
I hate dancing. What church do you attend?
You asked him that before, honey. Remember? He said he was Methodist, and I said you were Episcopalian.
Oh. What do you do
What do you mean?
for a living?
Well, right now I'm in insurance, but I'm leaving that. There's not enough money in it. I'm going to be a mortician.
What's that?
An undertaker, honey.
How do you get to do that?
Well, you have to go to school.
Kind of school.
Morticians.
Teaches you.
Other morticians.
Well, I'll leave you to become people alone to enjoy each other.
She
Having a good time on your visit here?
It's okay.
Let's play some games. What games do you like to play?
I've never played any.
Never played any games?
No.
Oh, all right, I'll teach you one. How about ghosts?
Ghosts.
It's the name of the game. You start a word to be spelled, and the one that spells the word is a third of a ghost. Get it?
No.
Well, maybe it isn't too much fun, it's just too funny. I know. Let's see who can name the most books of the Bible. I'll go first. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Songs, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John, Jude, Revelation. How'd I do? I think I got every one. And I did it in a pretty fair amount of time, too. Now let's see what you can do. Sarah, dance.
Hello, Felix. What's new?
Not a whole lot.
You're looking well.
Thank you, sir. Excuse me, do you know where Sarah Nancy is?
No, I don't know, son.
Well, she was here a minute ago. We were having a contest to see who could name the most books of the Bible.
Who won?
Well, I don't know. She was here when I started, but when I finished and opened my eyes, she was gone.
Well, just sit down. Relax. She'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Felix, Sarah Nancy has sent me out to apologize to you and to beg your forgiveness. She's been stricken quite suddenly by a sick headache. She's suffered from them, she says, since childhood, the poor thing, and the worst of it is she never knows when they'll strike. She says she was sitting here listening to you rattle off the books of the Bible, having one of the liveliest times of her life when her attack began. She slipped out to take an aspirin, not wanting to disturb you, and now she says the only relief are cold packets on her head and total silence. Why, whatever will he think of me, she